Hello guys, welcome to another edition of Ray's Sports News and Debates. Okay, in today's video, we're gonna be talking about the Dallas Cowboys, and what our predictions are for the future. Recap of the game last night and going forward, guys. So spoiler: Cowboys won 41-35 last night over the Seattle Seahawks. This being the first win for the Cowboys against a team above 500 at the time. Yes, they're 500 now, but they were above 500 when we beat them last night. And I think first things first, and we're going to get this out of the way. If you don't have Dak Prescott in your MVP discussion at this point, I really question what we're talking about in terms of an MVP. He has absolutely crushed every team that they should beat. Crushed every single team. The Giants, the Redskins, the Panthers, the Jets. Everybody, they have dominated them. Okay? This was against a good team, so the score is going to be a little bit closer. Okay? And every single time Dak had to go down the field to score a touchdown, he went down the field and he scored a touchdown. They didn't trail by more than 8, which is good because we can keep the run game involved. But props to Dak. He played phenomenal. Another no turnover game. Almost 300 yards passing. And they played great when the defense really played bad. Okay, the defense allowed 35 points. And, Seattle has a good offense, don't get me wrong. But 35 is a lot to give up in an NFL game. But, yeah, Dak stepped up when the defense, was falling a little below par. And to me, that's what defines a good team. Okay? If it's like the Chiefs. The Chiefs, for the most part, have relied on that defense this year because the offense has been so-so. Now, the difference between them and the Cowboys is the offense has been electric really the whole year. They're number 1 in points scored. They're number 2 in total offense. Dak is, I believe at the time, 2nd in passing yards per game or passer rating. But, this is a very, very good step in the right direction for the Cowboys. I'm not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl. I'm a realist here. Okay, the Seahawks aren't the 49ers. They're not the Eagles. They're not the Dolphins. They're not, the Bills, who the Cowboys are going to see in a couple of weeks. But it's a step in the right direction, okay? The division is still there. The Cowboys are 2 back. They'll meet Philadelphia next week. If they win that, they're a game back. San Francisco wins this week. Next week is for the division. And, it's the right step, okay? There's a 5-step process I would say really there's a 4-step process into believing the Cowboys can win the Super Bowl. The first is beating the opponents that they should and absolutely, proving we are better than them, okay? Dak's done that against every team outside of the Arizona Cardinals, okay? But outside of that game, they have destroyed everybody, okay? And, this game was always going to be close. Okay, Seattle's a very, very good team. There's a reason they made the postseason last year. Okay, fortunately they drew San Francisco week 1, but it's a sign in the right direction, and I'm eager to see what's going to happen next week. Philadelphia, best team in football. Even if they lose, they'll have the best record in football at 10-2 or 11-1, and I think that will be step number 3. Step number 1 is crushing the teams that we should beat, which for the most part, Cowboys have done, okay? And the second one is getting that first win against a team above 500. So now nobody can say that, well, the Cowboys, they've beaten a bunch of scrubs. No, they beat a very, very good Seattle Seahawks team. Okay? But like I said, great win for the Cowboys, because I think if the Cowboys lose this game, then you could start calling them frauds, be like, oh, well, they can only beat the bad teams, but they can't beat the good teams. But now I think they've put that to rest. I think they will beat Philadelphia next week. I just think the San Francisco game is gonna, bang up that Philadelphia team. I don't think they'll, I think it's gonna be a shootout, and I think the Cowboys will win the shootout. I definitely think the Cowboys defense will be a lot better next week. Less weapons to deal with. I mean, you got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, I guess, so that's, essentially the same thing. But if we can just keep Jalen, inside the pocket, put a spy on him, limit his rushing attempts, I think we'll be all right next week. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Yeah, until next time, guys, have a good one.